Yo, what is up guys, it's the Phantom Supreme. I'm back with another video. So I just got the iPhone 12, the regular 12, and I'll be showing you how to correctly save. In this video, I'll be showing you the Lakers 2021 to 2022 roster and how to correctly save them. Let's begin. So tap to continue, tap screen to continue. So this is the thing that they didn't have at 20 on the iPhone arcade. Your iCloud or device. I'm going to device because iCloud, I'm just not using it. I'm going to use my device, and I know what I'm doing. Once you get to the screen, you will see this. So if you're a person who's never tried to create a roster or whatever, then here you go. So press 2K nav, go to manage roster. So right here, this is the regular roster. If you don't load any of your other rosters, this is the regular one. I'm going to show you that I'm going to have to create a whole new roster and all the new stuff that I did to make this work. So right here, we're gonna make a change. Dwight Howard is on this team. This roster, it's not gonna matter, so we're gonna trade him. I'm gonna trade him on to the Bulls with Zach LaVine. Trade, yes. Right now, I just did a trade. Then we're gonna press back. Once you're not gonna if you want the correct roster, you're not gonna trade obviously Zach LaVine and the other person I don't remember. Once you're changing something and you're done making any edits to the roster, you want to go and press save. Now, the first thing you want to do before you actually do anything is when you have your roster, when you first want to make a roster and use this, don't make any changes. Just save a roster run. As you see in my files, save a regular roster run. So basically, it's gonna say roster 2 for me, but it's just to say roster 1 for you. Once you make that roster right there, don't make any changes. You need a starting point roster to go back to use as an editing, because all of the regular stuff. Once you are in roster 2, this is what you're gonna do next. We're gonna have George Hill, and we're gonna trade him to the Milwaukee Bucks. That's the Bulls, and we're gonna trade him for Vucevic, right? Trade, yes. Once you make any changes and you're done with it, go back and you press save roster, create new file, and you want to name this roster 2K22. So I won't get mixed up with my other roster. We're gonna name this 2K22 test. And then we're just gonna press the done. And it's gonna save it. Once you're good, you will have your roster. Go down to 2K nav, manage rosters, and as you see on the Bulls, we got Dwight Howard, and then we got the other players. We got Dwight Howard. Now, one thing you need to know: every time you save a roster, every time you make changes to your roster, you always are gonna have to save the roster. Now let me load up my my actual roster you guys want to see, and this is gonna be the Los Angeles Lakers 2021-2022 roster. We're just gonna press save. No, we're actually gonna have to go load. Yes, and we're gonna go down to 2K22. But anyways. We're going on to Lakers, and I also fixed their numbers, because whenever you remove players to the right team, the numbers are whack, and some players have the numbers, some of them don't. So this is what we have for the roster, and also this is the correct rotation. They don't have the 4 rookies: Matt McClung, Joey Algon, and whatever the other guy is. So we got Russell Westbrook number 0, Wayne Ellington number 2, LeBron James number 6. For LeBron, you wanna go to edit player, go to profile, go down to jersey number and change it to number 6. Also, since you're editing if you're editing the Los Angeles Lakers as your first team before you complete the full roster for all the players for all the teams, bump up the year is gonna be 17 here for years pro. For every person, it's gonna be last year. So you actually want to change it to 18. Just every person you come across and you're editing them, go down to years pro and bump it up 1 year. Also, you want to turn this on for LeBron. This is also turned off by default. Turn on play initiator, and then save it, and then press finish. I didn't really make. Oh, I forgot one other thing we forgot to do. This is very vital. Go down to attributes. Go down under offense. Go down till you find a free throw. LeBron's free throw is 69 on 2K21 Arcade. On the console version, it's a 70. So change this to 70 and then press save. Press finish. After you make a change to LeBron James and whoever else. So let's say you want to get the correct numbers for everybody here. Put the correct order. You know, all this stuff. This is the rotation that the website I used to get the correct rosters with Real GM. I will put the link in the description if you want to find the website to see Los Angeles Lakers full roster they have currently and to see what the rotation and the starting lineups looking like. So after you added all the players you want for the Los Angeles Lakers roster, we're gonna go through it. Russell Westbrook, starting lineup: LeBron James, Anthony Davis, DeAndre Jordan, Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk, Kent Bazemore, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard, Talon Horton-Tucker, Carmelo Anthony, and Rajon Rondo. After you have all these changes set, press the back arrow. You want to press save roster, and you want to save it to. Now this roster currently, after you save it to your. So you're gonna be you're already loaded into 2K22 roster. You're gonna save it over the one you're already loaded into. The reason you have to do this for each change is because if you go back, it won't save the change. You have to overwrite the roster you currently are using to edit, and it will overwrite it and have it save changes. Just to prove to you, we're gonna press yes. We're gonna load roster 1, the one where I made no changes to. Manage roster. We're gonna go into the Lakers. I'm gonna show you, this is the regular roster the game gave you. As you see here, you can see the difference. This is a roster that they had last year. Dennis Schroeder, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, LeBron James, number 23, Anthony Davis, Marc Gasol, Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews, Marquise Morris, Kyle Kuzma, Talon Tucker, Alex Caruso, Alfonso McKinney, Kostas Antetokounmpo, Jared Dudley, and Devontae Kakuk. As you see here, that's the regular roster they gave you it. That's the start. You need that roster as a starting point, just in case you're gonna make any rosters for you want to make your own custom roster. You need a roster 1. Not only does the game read this as a roster, but you need this as a starting point so you can use it, create more. The game won't save any changes unless you tell it to save it to a new roster, or if you overwrite the roster you're currently using for a save. Then when you press load, go down to 2K22 that you already have. 2K Nav, options, manage roster. And as you see here, this is the roster we have, the correct roster for the NBA 2K22 roster. Hope you liked the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. It will be very much appreciated. I will be doing this for every team. They might not come out each day, but this is for the Lakers. This is the first one. I'll be doing the Warriors in the next video, so have a get ready for that video. I can't add every player because not every player is in the game. The new rookies not being there. But as I said, please make sure to like, subscribe.